I let my cheating wife plan her dream wedding with her affair partner, then exposed them at the altar. 6 months ago, I discovered my wife was having an affair with her coworker from the marketing department. The discovery happened in the most mundane way possible. I was using her laptop to check my email because mine was updating, and a notification popped up from a messaging app I didn't recognize. The preview showed enough to make my stomach drop. Heart pounding, I opened the conversation and found months of intimate messages, photos, and plans for secret meetups. My first instinct was to confront her immediately, but something held me back. Maybe it was the shock, or maybe some deeper part of me knew that a direct confrontation would just lead to denials, gaslighting, and a messy divorce where I'd lose half of everything we'd built together. Instead, I quietly took screenshots of everything and began documenting their relationship. Over the following weeks, I watched my wife of 8 years transform before my eyes. She became more secretive with her phone, started working late more often, and began talking about wanting to redecorate the house. She seemed happier, more energetic, and I realized with a bitter irony that her affair was actually improving our marriage from her perspective. She was getting her emotional and physical needs met elsewhere, which made her more pleasant to be around at home. The breaking point came when I overheard her on a phone call in the garage, thinking I was asleep. She was talking to her sister about how she was planning to leave me but wanted to wait until after the holidays because she didn't want to ruin everyone's Christmas. She mentioned that her affair partner had already started looking at apartments and that they were discussing moving in together. That night, lying in bed next to someone who was mentally planning her exit strategy, I made a decision that would change everything. Instead of confronting her or filing for divorce, I was going to let her continue her charade while I planned something much more elaborate. The next morning, I started acting like the most supportive husband in the world. When she mentioned wanting to redecorate, I enthusiastically agreed and suggested we start with a complete renovation of the living room. When she talked about feeling stressed at work, I encouraged her to take more time for herself and even suggested she should go out more often with her friends. I was essentially giving her more freedom to continue her affair while I gathered evidence and formulated my plan. 3 months into my surveillance operation, something unexpected happened. My wife came home one evening with an unusual glow about her, and over dinner, she started talking about marriage in general terms. She asked hypothetical questions about what makes a good wedding, whether I thought people should have big ceremonies or small intimate ones, and what I thought about destination weddings. At first, I thought she was just making conversation, but then she mentioned that her coworker had recently gotten engaged. That's when the pieces clicked together. I realized she wasn't just planning to leave me, she was planning to marry her affair partner. The renovation of our house, the increased attention